Good morning, my back. Here's the plan. The swimming pool guys will continue round the outside with preparing for that coping, and there is going to be a delivery today. At least that's in the plan. We'll see that in a while. Up on the roof, not too long to go, but I spoke to the builder this morning and might take a little bit more time than we thought. We'll see. In the house, finishing off maybe the final bathroom upstairs with plaster, more plastering downstairs, more plastering outside. What could possibly go wrong? This is a ridiculously late start today. Quite a longish chat with the builder this morning, and then yet another visit to the vet. Nothing major, but needed to go. So it's already almost 10:30. Here they have gone all the way around the outside of the pool with that concrete, that top layer. Plus, at some point yesterday, or maybe early this morning, we got this. A handrail for steps. Now, I don't know whether there is an intention to put, actually on the side of the pool, steel steps. I suspect that actually the kind of niches they cut out, the steps, if you like, cut into the concrete, into the tile, I actually think that's probably enough, given the fact that you've got the handrail there. But we'll see, that might change. No delivery yet. I'm told it's coming. Be patient. On this front wall. Right now, we're down to a single marvin. I think the other marvin is close by. It may be that shortly we're back to double marvin. But right now, doing the side wall of that entrance up at the top there. And there's a little bit more. I think that's probably a Donald. You can see his legs through that window. I think must be doing the front wall inside. That's what he had left to do yesterday. Well, that plus the other end. Oh, it's loud here. We've got two drills going in the background. But the wall on the right, for the corridor that goes between the kitchen and the dirty kitchen, that wall is mostly now done. In fact, it might all be done except where the door will be. So it appears as though Ronwell is about to start on the area above the door. Once that's done, all of this corridor from one end of the house to the other will be done. And Richard is here. As Paul Gannon described it, he just threw me a shape before I started the camera. But he is working on this side wall in the sunroom. Once that's done, again, we're kind of getting close to this room being plastered. Here in the last bathroom to be done upstairs, Rico's just putting some chicken wire over where the pipes are, as we requested. And then it's just this one wall left to go. Very soon now. This will be done. And not the most flattering of views, but two of the roofing guys here at the back of the house, working on the metal frame over here. So still quite a bit more to do. He did say to me yesterday, 3 more days, but I've spoken to the builder this morning, and I'll show you why I think it might be a little bit longer, why he thinks it might be. So this is looking at the roofing guys from outside the house, obviously. Now, the reason that I think this might take a little longer is because when they finish up there, they then have to do a metal frame for a roof over this patio area, and they're going to do one over the carport and storage room. What I don't know is whether the guys that are coming in to actually attach the roof panels themselves, I don't know if they are going to come in straight away. I think that was the plan. So even though the frame guys might be working here or over the carport, it's possible that the other roofing guys to attach the roof might be coming in anyway. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, I wouldn't have counted this bit of roof in the competition. I certainly wouldn't have counted the carport. But given the sequence that they're following, it might mean a little bit longer before this roof is completely finished. The builder now says, if you take into consideration the roof down here over the patio, the roof at the top of the house, and the roof over the carport, he thinks it'll still be a little bit more than a week from today. So, yeah, a little bit longer than the roofing guys themselves said right at the start of the process. Doesn't necessarily mean that the entire roofing project. For anybody that has been following the amazingly exciting adventures of a compost pile, this got added to, once again, thanks to my brother-in-law, who cut a load of weed and grass. I moved it over here, but he did all the hard work. And we now have something we can add. That rather large pile of sawdust, which was free because we know somebody who knows somebody. The only thing I'm waiting for now is rice hulls. I'd like to add rice hulls because they act a bit like a vermiculite in terms of allowing the compost to have more air around it. It's kind of a light material, very light material that just allows airflow, keeps things from getting too soggy, and ultimately, hopefully, gives you a better compost. That one we have to pay for. That is the rather horrific price of 5 pesos a sack, apparently. That will come a little later. Not today, but a little later. It's about 2:30 and the delivery has arrived. These are the tiny pebbles they're proposing to use in the pebble dash for the pool. They've made up a sample. I'll have a look. And there we have the sample they've done. I'm not sure why. In my mind I was thinking it would be lighter, but then it's concrete, so it's going to be that colour. And then the stone actually is generally fairly light coloured. Not a bad mixture, but we have to see what my sour says. And basically it would go all across the top surfaces, all across here, and they've been doing a bit more preparation work over here, plus it will go up on the platform. So we've got to be happy with it. Hopefully we are. Right, a discussion going on. We'll see what the outcome is. The initial reaction, I have to say, wasn't 100% favourable. Let's see what happens. Definitely not 100% favourable, but we're going to try a small sample on the step or somewhere just to get a better feel for how it'll look overall. Here at the front, we have mirrored Marvins. One on either side. It just gets noisier and noisier. One on either side of this entrance. Both working on plastering down one side each. Since the initial flurry of activity to get these ends of countertops marked out, they haven't done any more in here yet. There were some very good comments in the comment sections talking about things like the material to be used on top counters. Ultimately for us, I think a lot of it will be granite as it's known here. It has most of the qualities we're looking for. It's heat resistance, it's scratch resistance, it doesn't need too much maintenance, a bit of sealing it seems, not too frequently. I can't afford quartz or marble, and they have their own issues as well. I do like the idea that in the kitchen island, which will be right in the middle here,
There might be a section of it that is wood, butcher's block wood. I think I've seen somewhere that certain woods like maple can last a very, very, very long time. It would still be a predominantly granite surface, but I like one of the kitchens that I saw on a chef's channel. His home kitchen used a section of wood, and it seemed very user-friendly. There's plenty of others: soapstone, concrete, ceramic tiles, many different surfaces, some other man-made surfaces. But I think for us, predominantly granite will be the way to go. Now, Michael Masnar talked about making sure that the distance between your fridge, which for us will be over there on that far wall by the door, and your stovetop, which for us will be on the kitchen island, and if I remember correctly, it will be on the side that is closest to the fridge. He says 3 steps apart, that's it. The older we get, the less we want to move around. Ours will come pretty close to doing that, providing that the stovetops, the range is on that side. Honestly, for the life of me right now, I can't remember. There's also a guideline about the kitchen triangle of oven, fridge and sink. Now for us, the fridge, the ref, will be over there. The sink or sinks will be here, and the actual ovens will be right behind where I'm standing. As we said, the range is just there. I'll put up a picture of what the triangle means. We're not perfect with the design we've got in terms of meeting that triangle, but I think we're going to be okay. So again, thanks to everyone for comments, particularly those about kitchens. It's the end of the day. I'm standing at the edge of the kitchen looking towards the dirty kitchen. All of this corridor is now plastered, including the bit they were finishing off this afternoon, up above where the door will be into the dirty kitchen. In the kitchen itself, nothing else today. I just wanted to mention, we've talked before about the height of countertops, and I just wanted to confirm that when we say it's 90 centimetres, it is 90 centimetres from the top of the floor covering, basically the tiles. So they have, when they've been doing the measuring, they have calculated the height of the tiles and whatever goes beneath the tiles, the plaster, the adhesive, and then it's 90 centimetres from the top of that tile. Back at the last bathroom to be plastered, still some work to do. About a third of that one wall has been done. The other 2/3. I'm sure Rico will be back tomorrow to crack on with that. Here we're looking out of the pretty large window that will be above the very large front door. These walls now mostly done. They've done the top, I think that was O'Donnell today, was back up there. O'Donnell has plastered that front wall at the top, but they've still got to go down both sides of the window and the door. That's still to come, and there's a little bit on both the right and the left side walls, not quite finished. There's a slightly different angle on where double Marvin were working. One Marvin on this side of this protruding entrance, the hall, and the other Marvin was on the other side, plastering that part of it. We'll finish here at the pool. Nothing else noticeable done in the last kind of hour and a half, 2 hours. I think there's a little bit more preparation for where the shallow area will be. So tomorrow we will see what happens when they try to whiten the concrete mix that the pebble dash will be embedded in. For both myself and Masawa, I was expecting something, probably wrongly, that was quite a lot lighter overall in colour. The pebbles themselves, I think, are actually not bad. But yeah, that concrete, we need to try and do something with the colour of that. We're aiming for something that does look like a bit more of a beach with whiter sand.
So changing the colour of that concrete hopefully will do the trick. We'll see. Okay, that's it. The end of the day. We'll see you tomorrow.